Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks, and I promise you this is the last one of this series. A friend I've just met one time, he came to my shop when they were in town. He's a viewer or subscriber, and he made, I made, several of these like this, and he made this today, this one right here with the hearts, it's for a birthday card, and I whited out the young lady's name. I don't know how I exactly made it in a way, but I'm going to show you how I would make it. So what we're going to do the same thing I did in the other ones. I'm going to draw a 2-point line and I'm going to hit P. And then I'm going to rotate it 3.75 because we're rotating like 7 degrees total. And then I'm going to control D and mirror it. So now I have a space in there that's approximately for my rotation. Now, if we go to the polygon tool and get your basic shapes or common shapes, yours might say common shapes on older versions of Corel. Newer versions, they say that hold down the control button so you make a perfect heart. I am going to hit P. I do that a lot, and then I can hold down the control button. And then that way, that one's in the center of the page, in the center of between those two lines. You see, we're pretty good. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to hit the plus key on the keyboard and I'm going to hold down the control button and I'm going to make it quite a bit smaller. And if I hold down the shift key, it will grow from the inside out. Now he did alternate, so I think we're going to do that too. I'm going to grab those two. I'm going to go to effects and blend, and I'm going to try 7 times and see what it looks like. And see, there's no little overkill there and not enough there. I think I'm going to have to blend 8 times. And then we're going to do the same thing we did before. I'm going to grab these and I'm going to go to object and break the blend apart. And then I still have to go to object and ungroup them because the center part is still a group. I'm going to select all those. I'm going to open up another Docker called Align and Distribute. And since we're going up and down, I'm going to pick this last one, which is the outside spaces vertically. And I did pretty good. It could actually be a little bit closer, but as long as they're not touching, I'm completely happy with it. Now, I'm going to move those. I'm going to have to set my nudge factor on like 5 inches. And I'm going to select those and move them out of the way. Now I'm going to go ahead and group them together. And then I'm going to actually take another line and control D and rotate it 7.5. No, 15. To get, no, this was 7. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's take this one again. Control D and rotate it 7.5. That doesn't look right. Well, I know it's not right. 15 is too far. That's at 3.75. That's negative. Control D. And look, you know what? Maybe because it's okay. I need to go plus 7.5. There we go. So now I'm going to take these and put them back. Whoop. And I'm nudging the whole time. I'm going to control D and duplicate it. And I'm going to get the center rotation and put it right there. I'm going to bring in my indexing lines. And I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page on both sides, just so I kind of know they're in the center. And they are. And I'm going to rotate it now 7.5 degrees. Now that would really be kind of good enough. But let's take these in. You know what? It'd be easier to do these since they're up and down. I'm going to hold down the shift key and bring this heart in. and make it kind of fit between, and I'm kind of looking, and that isn't going to work. You know what we're going to have to do? Just kind of start over. So let's take this and ungroup it. And let's take this one out of the picture and move it up to here. And then go ahead and take all these out of the picture. That one out of the picture. That one out of the picture. And I think the last one might be right. I guess I should have thought about this. So I'm going to move this one up a little bit. So I'm going to hold down the control button so it'll be perpendicular. Now I'm going to shift select this one and shift select that one. And I'm going to just do 7 and see what it looks like. Now we don't know yet, but we're going to go to Effect, break blend apart, go to Effect, group and ungroup. And I'm going to try to just grab all those. And I'm going to go back to line and distribute. I'm going to do this. Okay, I didn't hit the top one. You can see the bounding box. That looks pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is take away my lines. And now this is where I would fill them in. So we're going to see if this doesn't help. I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool. And this, if it does work, which I'm pretty sure it will, it'll save a lot of time. Smart Fill tool set on red. And let's do one column at a time at first. And now we're going to grab the interactive fill tool and go right here and do a center. Let me zoom in so we can see what I'm doing. And even that little bitty mark would be pretty nice. Let's expand it out a little bit. Try to put it in the middle. I'm going to call that good. That is an attribute. So if I go to my attribute eyedropper, take a sample, look at that. That'll save us a lot of time. A lot of time. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the other one. I'm going to get the Smart Fill tool. And you know what? I ought to be able to attribute eyedropper them too. So I'm going to go red. And for the one I'm doing it for, if you did something different and you think it's better, please let me know. Now we should be able to use the attribute eyedropper on this. Yes. Might be a little bit off center. So you could start over on a new one. But I think, oh, I missed 2. Missed 3. Okay, we got all that done. Now let's group this together, Control G. Control D to duplicate it. Double click on the rotation, and this is why I put in indexing line, so I can see that. And now I'm going to rotate it 15 degrees. Control D. Pretty simple. Now let's take away the indexing lines and see what he did. He put black, and that'll be pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and G, Control G. I'm going to make it, wow, this thing's huge. I'm going to make it 25. And see, he put black on the outside. So I'm going to need to make a circle that's like 25 and a half. I'm going to go ahead and make it black. I'm going to go up, before I move it, I'm going to go to Object, Order, Back a Page, and then I'm going to hit P. You know, when you look at it from a distance, it's like a swirl pattern of hearts. That looks pretty good. I'm really excited. I love when people send me their ideas after I've taken the ball and ran with it. And another thing I want to say, this is like number 6. For some reason, I called it Extrude, but I didn't do any extruding of this whatsoever. But I'm still going to call it the same name so people want to look 1 through 6. And then, of course, you could put a name in here, you know, like Happy Birthday, Happy Valentine's Day. And if you were a printer, this would be quite nice. That is pretty special. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.